All right, we're live from my bedroom on the road. Right, Benjamin?
Yep.
That's right. And I always love to be entertained. Do I entertain you a little bit?
Do I entertain you a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, there you are. Let me get that gunner away from your head, and I'll uncock it. And we'll ask you again, what's your favorite form of entertainment? You like the stand-up comedy? I've been talking to the stand-ups on the road. Also, or maybe magicians.
Magicians.
What's that? Now I can't hear you.
Magician.
Magicians. The magigi. You like the magigi? Yes. So this week we take ourselves off to the cage where we catch up with where I believe every week every Sunday the cage has the James Allen show, and we had a little beat with James Allen, and we caught up with a regular there, Matt, and the last name eludes us, so we're just going to let him say his own name. And we want to always thank TiresTires.com for helping us reach out to those out there on the old social media. But
the theme song.
every highway starts to look the same. Mile markers are my minutes in my day. Through my mirrors I can see my home behind me. I sign my soul on the dotted line. Yes, I sign my soul on the dotted line. Yes, I sign my soul on the dotted line. Okay, so we are live from my bedroom, and we're on the road. And I've never been here before, and I got to tell you, there's majiji in the air. This is the cage, and I was told, I asked, where should I meet this next guy who is happy to say and tell you that he's a magician. I mean, I love magic. I look at a magician and I put him in a high regard, like a guy who can build a house. A guy who can make things disappear? Come on. This guy, back in the day, he is a hero. He is the guy that hangs out with emperors and kings. He's the guy that makes the potions. This guy, the magician. Come on, guys. You know you always wanted to, and now you can. So we're going to talk to a guy who clearly has been on the road, and he's coming home, and we're going to talk to Matt. Now, Matt, I want to pronounce your last name properly, and I'm not going to, because my son and I were in the car, and we're like, I don't know how you pronounce that name, so why don't we ask him?
One of the 50 ways you tried to pronounce it was probably correct. Disero.
Yeah, I know.
Is the right way. Matthew Disero.
Disero, Benjamin. Yeah.
I should have gone with a last name like McBride or something easy.
What? No.
You know?
Schwarzenegger?
Schwarzenegger?
No.
No one ever heard of that guy.
Yeah, what's he going to do with himself?
What's he done with his life?
Man,
Nothing.
welcome to my bedroom.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's on the road is what we are.
I've been waiting to be in your bedroom for some time.
Yeah, I've heard. That's a different story. It is PG. My son is actually in his house.
Yes.
Yeah, he is here.
He's here. I can tell the look of excitement.
The look of excitement.
The look of excitement he has for this show.
Yeah, well, he can just drag him away from Angry Bird.
I was going to say he's playing Angry Birds or Solitaire or something.
He's here because he has his part of the show. So hopefully, like school, B. We're looking for a B. Okay, so you can't push your kids too hard. You'll figure it out for yourself at some point.
Well, I have no children.
Pardon?
I have no children, so you know what I mean.
No, so when you have children, this is something to look forward to. The
Angry Birds
and having a B, getting the height of a B.
Angry Birds.
Okay, we're not promoting Angry Birds. Let's throw that out there.
I'm going to lower my expectations for my child.
Oh my goodness. We're just going to go forward like a herd of turtles here, and we're going to continue talking about, well, it's comedy, because it is comedy, and it's always been comedy, because I actually don't know you to be, I'm going to call it the straight magician.
No, I've never been the straight magician.
Now,
I can't buy into the guy who wants me to, like, I don't want to be the guy who's like, yes, I have real magical powers. Drink of my potions and watch. Go to Hooey.
Hooey.
So
Hooey.
there's a child here.
Yeah, no, that's what I want. I want Hooey.
I would rather be the guy who is just like, look, I know this is a load of Hooey.
I know,
and you know this is a load of Hooey.
Right.
So let's just have some fun with it, right? And wow, he is beaten. It's actually he's more angry than the birds.
You know, this is the worst he's ever been so far. Ben, you need to stop now. You need to
Oh,
learn.
no, I'm enjoying this.
Are you?
This is the best. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Of the
okay.
interviews I've done in my career,
No,
this
I mean,
is by
but
far the best.
he needs to be. There's no multitasking. He's a boy. Boys don't multitask. Ben, you can't be listening to what he's saying and participating in that game. That was just so I was setting up.
He might be saying I have nothing important to
No,
say.
he doesn't know that yet. You can't.
He senses it.
You need
just
to
by looking at
learn
me.
that you don't know if you got. He could be the gold. He could be the gold. He's the reason we go viral. What comes out of this guy's mouth is the reason you have a job, not just a hobby, not just a dream, but cash money.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me.
No,
I
I'm
feel
not. I
like.
just want- I
I
just
could
wanna-
be the gold. It doesn't mean I will be. Nor do I have to be.
Exactly. No,
That's right.
no. And you, by the way, you will be the gold. You have some gold in them there hills.
Oh yeah.
No. We're
You-
talking
and I
to a
trust you to pull it out
successful.
me.
I will. That's the point. He's a success. Do you understand? In Canada, to actually say I don't flip the burgers, I have no other gig other than the gig of what the gig is that I do. This is success.
I have actually never had a job in my entire life. Never.
No, didn't you? Weren't you a theater?
That's right. Well, for like a year and a half in grade 9, I worked at a movie theater.
Well, I know you for a very long time. Not then, but I clearly have that story in my back pocket.
It's one of those things where I was an usher, but I quit because I didn't want to move the popcorn bag. Like I was just too lazy to move. I was too lazy to move the popcorn bags from outside into the movie theater, like 50-pound bags of popcorn. So I said, forget this. I am going to be a birthday party magician in grade 9. And I was like, I will take this $125 that these people give me, and I will.
And that's
say-
then money.
that was
then money.
But then money, I was making like $2.75 an hour at the movie theater.
Which
That
is
was
now
minimum
10 and a
wage.
quarter now. I think
Is
10
minimum wage 10 and a quarter?
Yeah.
Wow. That's still not enough to live on. Not even close.
No, you're making $19,000 a year, but you too could be a touring entertainer.
Well, actually, yeah. Minimum wage is probably more than most.
Oh, no.
More than most comedy club comics.
Again, I'm going for success, meaning you have to hit the road. So
Yeah.
that's what the show
Is
is
Ben?
about.
We're hoping that Ben will go on the road.
Hoping, or are we telling him you just need a microphone, invite them to your space, and you don't need to go nowhere?
This is Mountain and Mohammed time, basically, right? You bring the mountain to you
Yeah, he's a mountain.
because, yeah. Well, I have been gaining
Yes.
weight since quitting smoking.
No, you look awesome.
Oh, well, thank you.
Hold on, quitting smoking. Don't be lying to everybody at home. This is a live performance. You need to
But
stop.
I'm a
though.
magician. We lie professionally.
No, it's
You've
it's-
just caught me
It's
in my
not
weak
lying per se. It's misdirection.
That's
And
true.
If the smoke wasn't going into your lungs and making you more closer to death, but you're only losing 4 years, and it's the last 4 years,
And they're crappy.
Right, I can't go to the washroom yourself, or you can, and it's all over yourself.
I kind of look forward to someone going, hey, can you toilet me, please? That'll be the best thing ever.
You can do that now. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that make enough coin that they look to
I
the
don't
guy to
know
the
if
left
she's-
and say,
For the right amount of money, I can get a guy.
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy for,
For everything?
everything. That's actually probably the bit. I know that's a bit.
That's the bit.
Whatever you talk about at the end, there's a guy for that. I got a guy for that.
See? Now Ben's taking notes.
No, I don't know what he's doing. He's mental for sure. Something's going on.
Well, go on the road if you want, but I think you should stay home. I've logged enough Air Canada hours to tell you it's best to stay home.
He very quickly changed topics to say, when you travel, I traveled everywhere by car. Bought a car, got in the car, drove around the United States and in Canada for 3 years. Got home, the car fell down.
Oh, yeah.
Bought
But
another car.
I feel like every comic does it. Like, I had a car I bought new, and it went to 450,000 K in like 3 years. You know, and I go, how many times across Canada and the States did I beat the crap out of this car?
Get a car. You need a car if you're going to be
Also,
the
if you want to
traveling.
get booked in comedy, you kind of need a car.
Right.
It seems like
You need a car.
You need a car.
If you're going to want to be a traveling on the road, you need to have a car.
the comic I worked with last night did in Stainer. As you can tell, I went.
Is that a real place? Because I don't know
last-
everywhere in Ontario, but
Last
Stainer?
week I was performing in Italy and Kuwait, and then this week I was in Stainer. So my career is on an upward trajectory.
Hey, Ben, you know where Italy is? You don't know where Italy is. So you know where Stainer is?
It's where the Olive Garden gets its food.
So you're equal right there with this audience right here. Italy and Stainer are the same.
All I can tell you is Stainer is not a nice place. But the comic I was with last night did not have a car. I had to pick him up at the train station and drive him. And then he didn't give me gas money, which is so...
No, you must have looked like you're keeping yourself together. He assumed you were making the big money.
I had a rental car.
That
You
makes
know,
it look. That makes
I know,
it look
was
like
a brand. It's like a brand new Yukon. You know what I mean? He goes, "Oh, this guy's like a baller."
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you $5 now for the lift. I'm assaulting you.
But when you
I'm
start
insulting
in
you.
stand-up, what's the first thing you learn when you ride with the other comics?
No, you
gotta
gas
kick
money.
in for gas.
You have to kick in for
It's
gas.
I don't. It's not even that I wanted it. It's just the.
Oh,
I would have turned it down.
Oh, okay.
I totally would have turned it down. But it's the
Was
offer.
he
It's
new?
the-
Was he green? Was he my son showing up and he needed to be showed in the ropes?
No, I think he knows the ropes better. No, this guy's been 6-7 years into it or something like that.
Wow. Well,
That's
6,
long
7
enough.
years is when.
That's when you start to get good.
Yeah, that's when things start to happen. I've been now told 10 years is when, if you're going to be kicking and keeping.
I remember at Yuck Yucks they used to say, because I'd talk to the bookers all the time. I'd go in for a smoke with them or whatever, and they'd say, "Yeah, we don't book anybody for anything significant unless they've been doing it 7 or more years."
For them specific or 7 more years just doing it?
I think that was 7 years is when they started. That's when they thought things started to get good, and I think I
7
would
years.
agree with that.
Okay,
It took me
7.
probably 7 years to get. Wouldn't you say? You probably took you
No,
6, 7 years.
I'm still
Or did-
working on it. I mean, holy
Well,
moly.
no, nobody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing.
But at least I could fake it better at 6 years.
I like to stick to my guns, though. That's for sure. After 7 years, I found sticking to my guns, that was easier to do. Like, you're more pliable in the first 7 years. And
In
then
what way,
after-
material-wise, or like with
everything.
bookers?
Everything. I mean, I went through life thinking. I mean, I don't know about magic. See, maybe you can tell me. Being a magician, do you have to go up there and try and make a point with your magic, or are you just trying to entertain
This
these
is
people?
my problem with magic. Magic's inability to make a point or any social commentary.
What? Oh, I'm writing you 2 or 3 sweet bits right after this, just so I can say, "See our deficit."
Poof, vanished. But you can't. I guess you could. Okay, there, maybe, possibly.
No, I'm
But
telling
mostly
you,
I
I
can't
can-
make any. I can't make
No,
any.
I'm a
personal
story
comment.
producer. I can write you bits that would fit. I love comedy because comedy is a visual medium.
I've tried to write bits that make some sort of.
I want to write bits for a magic show. I want to put some money behind it, and I want to because I'm not a magician. I can't pull them off. But the show will be for the radio. It's going to be the
I've done magic on the radio.
No, that's what I
people
want. A
made their
magic
living.
show on the radio.
Yeah, people used to do magic shows on the radio
No.
all the time.
Well, then I want to bring that back, just like
Yeah.
the theater of the mind. I want to start with a cartoon on the radio. I want to start with a cartoon. Everything good opens up with a cartoon, and then I'm going to
Let's
have
all go to the lobby.
yeah, something like that. But I can't do that because I'm pretty sure someone's going to want their $5.
Yeah, probably,
It's either
yeah.
going to be Alan Thicke's kid. Someone's going to want my money. That's how they
Yeah, no, we want
or
their
steal
money.
it from me. One or the other.
That's the business model. I'm assuming is you want their money, not you giving
Right,
their
right,
money.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's why I wanna
another thing.
make-
Never give away your money.
Right. Keep the royalties. If you learned anything from the
No,
Beatles.
this is Canada. There is no royalties. There's no back end. There's no royalties.
No. That's why you produce stuff and sell it to America.
That is true. Yes. America.
Yeah, and then wait for your royalty check to come on back now.
he looks like he's not entirely sure what he wants to do.
Well, he's here specifically because he got excited when he heard that I was coming to not a comedy club. I've been to a bunch of comedy clubs. You want to come?
Sure.
Doesn't want to go. I'm going to a magic club and I'm meeting a real live magician. He's like,
Wow.
I'm
and a
coming.
place where magician. You know what? So like we both started in comedy clubs, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and this is now that I no longer really work comedy clubs much anymore. So now that I don't work comedy clubs, this place, the Cage at 292 College Street in Toronto, is the closest thing I have to a home club.
no, this is a home club then.
This is basically where I can come into a spot whenever I want. I basically have, for the lack of a better phrase, walk-on privileges here.
wow.
So I can come in if I have
Walk on. You know what that means? Okay, so he wants to, he has a producer in town. They're thinking about doing a showcase for, I don't know, something called the Tonight Show. So he invites them to a place that looks like this with cloth on the tabletops.
What producer doesn't want to? Ooh, tablecloth.
I'm
Let's
telling
book
you,
this
what is
guy.
that, velveteen? That's nice.
Velveteen. We can make a rabbit out of it. He doesn't know
No,
the velveteen.
I
He
would.
doesn't-
He's a boy.
Yeah,
Why would I?
I know it.
No, you know it because you have a sister.
No.
Okay, I don't know why you know it. I know it because I
very
have a sister.
effeminate.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm
fine.
okay with that. I wanted to bring a TARDIS today, and I totally lost it.
I have a
lost it.
TARDIS on my jacket lapel,
Yeah,
and the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker.
I am definitely a nerd. You
That's
guys
great.
all helped. I went bow tie, but now I'm mascoting.
Oh no, that's good.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
Ascotting
not,
is
it's not
third
who-
Doctor.
What?
That's the third Doctor wore an ascot.
Oh, I didn't. See, I'm not that nerdy. I'm not that nerdy.
I
but,
take it to a new level. my
Yeah,
friend.
you are your own level of nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a Doctor Who room in my house, and somebody who I was romantically involved with walked in, and she'd never been in my house, first time in there, and she walks in and she sees the Doctor Who, and she goes, "Oh my God, I'm dating the king of the nerds."
King of the nerds. Well, if you're gonna go big.
That's yeah. I'm not the king of the nerds. I think I know people who are way nerdier than me.
What
Are
are you
you
saying over
nerdy?
there? No, he does. He's seen the doctor. He's watched some doctor. I introduced my kids to the doctor.
Nice.
I
You're a
love
good
the doctor.
father then.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, the Science for Across the Universe. We had that as well. Really? That was some goodness there. So we're talking traveling. He wanted to make some punches. I turned it into being on the road for cars. But he wants to talk about. He takes flights everywhere. He just came back. He just came back from the other side of Canada. Canada. Nova Scotia. Remember where we had the drive? It took us 17 hours by car. This guy jumps in.
But I waited in the airport for 17 hours.
Well, then I don't know what you, then I don't know what you got out of that. I have to be honest. I don't even know what you got out of that.
I got nothing out of it.
No,
at all.
the whole point of flying is to get all that time back. But if you're not getting the time back, I don't understand why you would do that at all.
Well, I flew Air Canada, which means there's delays. You're sitting around. You're not, oh, we can't board you right now. Somebody came in and just took a photo of us in studio and then ran away.
Well, not somebody, someone you know.
That is actually the producer of the show at the Cage, James Allen, who is a master magician and a man you should meet.
He just met you. He just shook your hand.
Magician.
He never shook my hand because I hugged him because I hug everybody.
Yeah, you got the Howie Mandel thing going.
No, I have no germaphobe. If we had something we were passing around, let's all pass it around. No, I'm no germaphobe.
Oh, okay.
That's not my thing.
Well,
no.
you should meet him. He will show you some amazing magic. He's very good.
I met Howie Mandel in '97. I worked with him in front, but he wouldn't say his name was Howie Mandel because he was working for free at the club I was at. And he did this whole show under like Bob Lipschitz or something like that. It was,
Not surprising.
The guy in the front row said that Bob Lipschitz was hilarious. I go, that was Howie Mandel. And he said, no, that wasn't.
Yes.
And if I can't convince you, I don't even know what to tell you.
He never played. I was thinking because Adam and I met at Comedywood. Your dad and I met
at Bathurst and Steele's, which is
Bathurst
now
and
a
Steele's.
Russian shoe store.
Is that so?
It's
a
so.
Russian shoe store.
A Russian shoe store. You got to get fast shoes.
In its day,
quick.
I would argue, in its day, it was the best comedy club in the city.
440 seats, 2 levels,
And a lovely big stage.
The stage was delicioso.
Yeah, it was probably the best stage for comedy.
It had great sight lines. It was really great. The truth is,
And I was
this
thinking
has great sight lines too.
Yeah, this is a smaller, intimate
100
space. 110 maybe or something like that when it's packed out.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it because you don't need a mic. You can actually talk without a mic.
I can anyways. I don't care how big the room is. I am a loud.
You can be loud.
being.
Yeah, I need a mic. Usually I need a mic, but not here.
I need a mic here because it would be weird without a microphone trying to get on the radio.
It would be a smoke signal cast.
I'm not even too sure. Yeah, Smokecast.
Smoke cast.
I like it, but I don't want to talk about smoking anymore because you shouldn't.
No, because it makes me want to smoke.
Yeah, don't smoke. Let's
I
not
won't
smoke.
No,
Yeah,
never smoke.
yeah.
Telling him.
Yeah, no,
Trying to tell him
he
not
knows
to smoke.
tobacco's a problem. He knows that I'm medicinally using marijuana, and he was upset that I might be.
I think
getting
that's pretty
cancer.
healthy.
No, it is. I know.
Yeah.
I
Like
can't
nobody
believe-
ever died from marijuana.
No one has ever died for too much marijuana intake. Maybe some
Ever.
donuts afterwards, but not.
They might gain weight. It could be a thing for weight gain. You know,
right,
you go
right,
maybe.
right. I wouldn't want to try to lose weight on marijuana diet.
No,
yeah, that might be.
I think that's actually impossible.
might be impossible.
Also, if you want to be a marathon runner, probably not going to happen.
Unbelievable.
So you are interested in magic, are you?
Hold on, no, you can't. See, I gotta hold on to the wheel there.
I'm
I gotta
sorry.
take. No, it's okay. You never have to apologize. I understand
I
why you
love
want
this
to talk
show.
to the kid, but the kid, I'm gonna give him his moment at the end. I
Okay,
want him
sure.
to learn as much about you so he can have some information. That's why it was important that he gets off of the.
All right, no.
All right.
Well, we met at the Comedywood, and it was a nice club, and they were nice enough to let variety acts perform there, which was a big deal because it was very hard. Yuck Yucks was a difficult nut for me to
It was a
crack.
variety club. I was hired. I had a guitar in hand, and I was doing impressions, and I was high energy, and I wouldn't tell you I was doing stand-up comedy. I was.
I think if they laugh, this is the thing.
No,
if
I
they
was.
laugh, it's comedy.
No, I'm doing comedy, but I wasn't. I tried for 6 months to do the art and the craft of stand-up comedy.
Like a monologist, you mean? Just
Well,
doing
like
straight
a
stand-up.
purist, like
Yeah.
someone who's. This is my setup. This is my punch. This is my persona. Hello.
Yeah.
This is my setup. This, and you know what?
Not
if
for
I
me.
can't put it to music, and sing the segue song, I'm not going. Why would I show up and just try to tell jokes? Because that's not my forte. My joke telling is to make the KKK guy not shoot me in the face. That is my gift of
Is
comedy.
that on your business card?
No, my business card says
Just-
small town boy with worldwide gusto. That's my business
Mine
card.
says Brampton, Barrie, and Milford Bay exclusively.
Well, that's hilarious. And so not only Nova Scotia that took us 17 hours, but he got there in the same time because of Air Canada. He went to Kuwait.
He's like, what?
It's east
It's
of
the
Italy. What?
Is it east? It's
Of course,
north. It's
of course it's east
south,
of Italy.
Yeah, southeast of. It's in the Middle East.
Right, it's in Moose Jaw.
It's
It's the Middle East. Right.
Moose Jaw, named after Brian Mulrooney.
Oh no!
I love that joke. That old.
I want to go
insane
with
joke.
Ben Mulrooney because you know what? We got to bring him back for something good.
Just for the jokes.
Just for the jokes.
Just for the jokes.
Just for the jokes. $500,000 a year. I need to be not thinking that again. So Brian
Kuwait.
Mulrooney used to be a prime minister.
Sorry, I didn't.
No, he doesn't know. So he was a prime minister and he had a huge jaw. And I'd like to do an impression now, but it's going to sound like Reagan. It's going to sound like Reagan. Well, it's going to sound like
They were
Reagan.
very close.
Yes, they were.
So-
But it's the same. But that it would be a French accent. Bully, bully, bully on me. No,
You know,
I'm
it's nice
doing
we've
Reagan.
covered
No,
political
I'm
history.
clearly doing Reagan right
We've
now.
covered political history and geography for him. This is like an educational session.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes. But what we haven't figured out, other than the magic of being the performer. That's what we're here for, to find out the magic behind. He went to Kuwait. You want to know why he went to Kuwait? Because there's missing magic there. I think it's against the law. I think it's against the law in Kuwait to practice magic. So they had to hire a guy who's the Prince of Darkness, and he had to put it with a shield of jokes.
No alcohol in the country and no voodoo, no witchcraft, no wundlanugus.
I don't know what an ooglu is, but it's
I don't know.
probably not good.
No, they had to smuggle me in.
I'm telling you.
They were like, "Do you have playing cards and sponge balls? Do you have these things upon you? Do you have a rubber
And
chicken?"
he had sponge balls before he was a magician. Tell him.
Oh.
No, remember the ones that disappeared.
The comedy just never has to be high end.
No, you can take your sponge balls and put them wherever you want.
So they went there, and you know who I performed for? I performed for the military, our Canadian military.
The Canadian people who are in Kuwait defending. I don't actually know what. What are they defending in Kuwait? Can I ask?
They're battling ISIL, the Islamic
ISIL?
International
That's
Islam.
so close to your sons of bastards. Your ISIL.
You're ISIL.
That sounds too close.
There was no humming or yidle-didling, though.
No.
So they're that terrorist organization of.
If I was your husband, yidle diddle. Is that what you were doing? Because I had to go fast.
I went to Fiddler on the Roof. That's where I went.
I had to go there too.
Yeah.
Topol. Anyways.
Oi. I'm not Jewish.
He's not Jewish.
No.
He's not Jewish. He's more ish. And that's why you belong in the entertainment, because you're very happy with a plethora of different people and cultures. We're here to meet on the same level. Comedy.
Yeah. I'm happy to do pretty much anything as
Yeah,
long as there's a paycheck.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm not paying
not
you
to be-
today.
not- no,
Hold
that's
on.
true.
You're here to promote good times,
Yes.
magic. Kids should come around and we should
and
tell
helping
them,
out old friends.
Oh,
You know,
yeah?
you gotta do that.
pay it forward.
Always pay it forward. Yes.
I love entertainers. Like stand-up comedy are one of the very many of the entertainers in this world, and they're not my favorite. My favorite is the plate spinner.
I know a plate spinner.
You do not know a plate
do.
spinner. I was looking at Comedy Wood. I
Bob
looked.
Cates is who's a Christian comedy juggler,
Oh, that's why.
and he has a
Well,
plate spinning act,
well, no,
which he
but-
bought off of some guy who died, who was a plate spinner. He died spinning plates, and he bought the rig off the guy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's dead serious.
Okay, I couldn't get a plate spinner, but I got a guy to balance to balance a vacuum on his face.
Oh, Wes.
No, that's okay. Please,
Hello.
no. This is a working establishment. We are behind the scenes and we're working.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, he's happy to see you. I don't know who you are, but feel free to peruse and do what you need to do while you're here. We're still.
She's taking away the floor.
Okay.
She's actually pulling the floor.
I've never been to Kuwait, but I have been to the Middle East. I performed for 6 months, put on a tour. My son went there to visit our cousins who live in Dubai.
Yeah, I've been to Dubai.
You did magic in Dubai?
Yeah, for an armed forces tour there.
Okay.
So the armed forces have taken me to Dubai and Kuwait and the North Pole.
Wow.
I've performed. I'm not a military person. Like, look at me. I have the arms of a 12-year-old vegetarian. I can't do like military things, but they take me there and I perform for them. And yeah, Cyprus, Dubai, all these places. I go and I perform make the troops happy while they're out there stuck in the desert fighting off scorpions and so forth.
What are they doing there? Again, you
So they're fighting. So
ISILs.
ISIL, which is like ISIS, but it's
I've been calling it
more
is. Is that wrong? Because
Well,
what is
You're not going to be
Is.
doing any political commentary
No,
on
but-
CBC.
Yeah.
If you're calling it is.
Are they calling it ISIL? Like,
They
they're
are
not calling it
calling-
ISIL.
Yeah,
I'm
they
pretty-
are.
Well, that doesn't even make any sense because they're using. I don't even understand that. They're,
All I know
they,
is
them?
ISIL are evil, apparently, and we're here to squash that.
And that's Canada forces off in Kuwait and in.
Well, Italy.
Dubai.
In Italy, I was there on our battleship. Our one battleship that we or two, right? We have two battleships. But
We
our
have a
biggest one.
battleship? I thought it was in the Edmonton
the
Mall. No? Oh, that's our
Those are
submarine.
That's the submarines. It's, you know the
I'm-
John.
yeah.
You know the John Wing joke.
Yes,
The
that's what I'm
West
doing.
Edmonton Mall
Oh,
has
I'm sorry,
4
Mr.
fully
Wing.
functional underwater submarines. The Canadian government has 3 fully functional underwater. So if America ever wants to invade the Gap, we know we're safe.
John Wing.
John
He's
is,
not. I've asked everybody. Is he still junior?
He is. No, I know John quite well, and I know that he has dropped the junior. I worked cruise ships for a long time, and he has worked them longer than I have. So I used to see him all the time.
I
and
would
I'm-
do a cruise ship in a heartbeat, but they always wanted between 3 and 6 months. How can I go away?
No,
3 or 6
1 week
months?
at a time. I've never done 2. I guess is the longest. 2 weeks is the longest.
I-
I've ever
okay,
done, but
well, after we talk, that'd be
I will
something
tell you.
wanna put- no.
I will tell you how to go around. It used to be like that. Early '90s, mid '90s. It was always
Well, that's-
3 to 6 months, and I'm like, I can't leave
Yeah,
my
I-
business for that.
Well, I can't leave my anything. People die, and then I come back and like, but I was on a cruise ship.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't.
I actually know a guy who was on a cruise ship for like 6 months,
And he died?
And his no.
No.
Well, I do know a couple. Sadly, a
Oh
couple
my
comics
gosh!
who
No,
died.
I didn't want to bring that. Okay,
But
folks,
a guy,
you can just
a guy
change
was
the
on a
channel.
ship for like 6 months. His house got broken into and it burned down, and he didn't find out for like 2 weeks because he
Hold on,
was at sea.
the same instance, or someone broke into it, came back, and then burnt it down? Because
No,
that
I
was
think-
just
I think it
horrific.
was broken into. They looted then it burned down.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing. At least someone got diluted first.
So what you've learned in this segment, sir, is don't go away from your house for too long.
Well, that's what I think. But you can now. See, you're telling me that you can now go away for only a week or 2 at a time, and now.
Yeah. Well, you
then
only do one
could've-
show a week, right? That's the way it works. So
One
there's-
show a week.
Yeah, so the whole show, let's say there's 2,500 people on a cruise ship.
Right.
You do early show, late show, so 1,250, 1,250. So, you know, after, early dinner seating, later dinner. And then after that, the whole ship's seen you, so.
Right, and this is the way it was told to me. Then they drop you off at the port, and you go on to the next cruise ship, and you're on that one for 2 weeks.
No, in my case, Royal Caribbean, who I was on a lot.
Yep.
And that's the way it would work. So I'd do my show on, say, Monday, and I might not leave till Sunday.
So
then
you
just
should still be doing these gigs. It's a sweet gig. It doesn't
I
it
don't
pay
wanna
as
be
well as
away.
it used to?
pays handsomely,
Yeah.
but I don't want to be away. I have a child coming soon, so I don't want to be away too long for that. And I was there's other problems too. The travel was starting to get
A
to me.
child? Is it yours?
As far as I know,
All right.
if it comes out looking Asian or something like that, I might.
You
go,
might have
"Hey."
Asian. We all were taken over by the Mongols. I mean, my second child came out looking Asian. I didn't punch an Asian person that week. It's how it goes. My sister looked Asian.
If it was black, I
Again,
might go. Maybe it's not mine.
That's hilarious. I think you would still. I would
I
love
would
to
still.
see it.
I'd go. Well,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I guess it's here now. We got to deal with it.
And that's another thing. You're in the here and now. Another reason why I'm very happy to have you here, of course, is talking about reaching out to old friends and people who have a vision, who they are themselves on and off social media. Some people on social media try to reinvent themselves, and some
Yeah.
people are their authentic who they are.
Yeah, I'm just. I
Right.
can't. Maybe it's laziness. You know, I go. I cannot
It
be bothered
probably
to
is.
build a persona. Look at my act. Obviously.
I would
lazy.
love to look at your act. It's been a while. My son wanted to go to YouTube and see if I
Oh,
could
you
see
should have. You should have pulled it up. I have
No,
lots of new stuff.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so we will.
So pull it up.
I will.
There's a thing I do with 5 people who are up on stage, and they write down the color of their underwear, and the cards get mixed up, and I know whose underwear belongs to who. It's currently my favorite trick.
Ooh, he knows what color your underwear
I know
are.
what-
I would call that the Superman trick, because that's what he does with Lois Lane at the top. Because she wants to know what color her underwear is, and she asks it like a blue. You asked earlier, so I'm telling you now.
After what? Yes.
After this, can you show me some tricks?
Oh, okay. He's look at him. He's all
Yeah,
like,
he's like, "Can you
you're
show
working.
me
You
some
should be a
tricks?"
producer. You
But
hear
I
that?
showed him a couple of tricks before the show.
Oh, you want more?
Now you want more? Maybe we'll
Wow.
pull James Allen in. To
Yeah,
show you a
that's
trick.
see. Well, not that he doesn't want to, and he already just told you get some free coolness on YouTube, and now you're still out looking for stuff. Holy, you should be a producer in comedy. You should open
Yeah,
a comedy
I
club
think
the
we
way you're
found
dealing.
our producer. Do
Yeah.
you like paperwork? Are you concerned with making money?
Do you want people to like you? Just start.
We should get. You know, it would be fun. We should get James Allen to come in
Right.
and do a magic trick for him here on this table.
Okay.
And we can commentate like it was a football game, but something we know about.
That's funny. I mean, I think that's actually a good bit for magic. No, again, an online on radio bit That's great. So you have two, like you get a Ricky Jay or someone who
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
worthy of listening to
Yeah.
that person. Because I am not a magician. I am a professional, ridiculous person.
Sure.
I'm constantly looking for what would be the most inappropriate thing to do, and that will probably be what I'll end up doing in
makes
general.
sense.
Yeah, well, no one else is going to do it.
I try to go for the most funny thing, not always the most
Well,
inappropriate.
I find that they're normally the same. One and the same. Wow. I
It
can't
depends.
believe he just did that. That's kind of where... No, I'm just
Oh,
saying
I
that.
thought
Oh, yeah. Did you not see that? The Pelicans? Theater of the mind. Another reason why I like the radio and being online. Wow.
We
That-
should get. We should get James. You should get James to come in here and do a trick, and we'll commentate.
we may or may not, but I like that as a bit. I'm gonna. You got to stop trying to huck everybody into doing stuff for you. You're killing me softly with your tunes.
I do love magic, but I
So do I.
open my show now by saying how many people here like magic. A lot of people applaud, and I go, "You shouldn't." And it's a cheap dodge. It's a hustle at best, and
It's a dodge,
it's
a
a
hustle.
cheap dodge or hustle. My theories are the worst kind of popular tripe. And then I just I do a trick, and I do it, and they laugh all through the trick, and they applaud. And then at the end, I go, "Look, this is why you're wrong. Here's why you should not have applauded for this, because it's so." And then I go and I like explain it, and they're like, "Oh, well, yeah, you hooped us."
Okay.
So that's how I open now.
And that would, in my world, that's a soundbite. You see what I mean? There, right there.
You can cut that out. Well, I signed a waiver. You
yeah,
can do
well,
whatever.
I'm gonna do. I would love to.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, that's the best part. My favorite, as I said, I would like to do a magic show on the radio, and then after that, I would like to do a ventriloquist on the radio.
There was a very famous Charlie McCarthy, right? On the radio. They were famous for. I'm like, really? You're a ventriloquist on the radio?
Yeah.
Who's buying into this nonsense?
Who is buying into this nonsense?
Nonsense.
And it's a funny bit. Every time I see it happening, and the only time it was ever really brought to life is Annie. If you're on Annie, Daddy Wardbucks goes in to try to ask
I've
the
never
thing.
seen Annie.
Well, you know what? When your baby comes, that gives you a reason to watch every movie you never saw on Netflix that was under the age for 11.
When my
years.
baby comes, I'm going to try to make it watch interesting foreign Hong Kong cinema.
Yeah. Why should she have friends? What's the point of that?
No.
Friends aren't needed.
It's a he. We found out it's a he.
Oh,
Boy.
I think you told me. I just wanted
gonna-
to keep it fresh.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Keeping it fresh.
Well, I'm open to it being wrong. These
Oh.
people don't always know.
I want you to have a baby. Because when the baby comes, I want a baby to come out. A cantaloupe. You'll be disappointed.
What is this banana?
Yes.
Why did you spit this banana out into my life? Why did I paint this room to accommodate this banana?
Yeah. I shouldn't have painted the room.
No.
And not yellow.
No.
Faux-
We can't even see the thing now.
That is a faux pas.
Blend it in.
That is fantastically silly. And that's what I work for. My whole time is for fantastically silly things.
I love silly things. I like being the silly guy. Sometimes I do. I'm sure you've heard that story about me, the accident in my pants. Did you hear about that on stage? That was like that was horrible and silly, and people laugh, but not for the right reasons. I want them to laugh for the right reasons, right?
You're talking about there's a bit that you do. You didn't actually by accident.
No, this is not a bit. I pooped my pants on stage once.
Okay. Hey, Ben, I got a story for you. But don't worry, it's just between
Do
you
you
and
wanna hear
me.
the story?
Go ahead.
I'll tell you the story. Do you want to hear the story? Is that
I
cool?
do, yeah. That's kind of why,
All right,
why
so
we're
here's
here.
the story. This is like a fairly legend because there's only one other guy who's crapped himself on stage, which is I don't want to say his name. There's another
yeah,
comic.
'cause he's-
so I'm the only other comic who has crapped themselves on stage. So what happened was I was working for a group of a corporate event, and they had 100-year-old wine, and they spent like $1,000 a bottle. And I say to the guy, "What's going? Really? $1,000 a bottle? This can't possibly be worth it. I love wine, but $1,000." He goes, "Well, try a glass." I try it. I go, nothing. So I go, "It's nice wine. It's like a $20 bottle of wine is what it tastes like." So I'm on stage. 25 minutes later, I get a guy up on stage. I got a coat hanger. I'm linking onto his arm, and I'm like 1, 2, and I feel this gurgle in my stomach. And in the time it takes me to think, that didn't feel right, I just completely shit myself. Right? It just all you hear is this. You hear. And I had the mic in my hand, and I dropped the coat hanger. I go, "Oh my god, I shit myself!" I dropped the mic, and I run off the stage, down in between the crowd, and like I'm in this gray suit, and there's a big stain, smelling up the joint. And I go to the bathroom, and I had to cut my underwear off with a Swiss Army knife. And it turns out, I was probably the talk of the hospitality suite that night. Turns out, so I'm not the only one. Like the next day, it happens to them on the way home, but it hits me first. So, a fellow comedy magician who
Not away.
No, Dave Mary.
Okay,
I
Dave
call
Mary.
up Dave Mary on the way home, and I go, "You're not going to believe this. I just crapped my pants on stage." And he's like, "In front of everyone?" I'm like, "Yeah. It was loud and noisy." He goes, "You get a letter of recommendation out of this company, I give you $100. You get booked back next year, I give you 1,000." And so I tried to get the letter of recommendation. I called them, and I'm like, "Look, I did 25 minutes." Like, it was 25 solid minutes until I shit myself. And
It was solid.
It
There was
wasn't-
nothing solid
there
about
was-
that performance.
No, it was solid until it became liquid.
And then after that, gaseous.
Yeah,
That's how it goes.
awful.
That's the first time gas went from solid to liquid.
It's sublimated.
It's that's sublimation.
That's sublimation.
That is
I know my
sublimation.
science.
Did you learn your science in grade 5?
Probably.
That
no.
makes me laugh. That
All
really-
I can tell you is, I did not get the letter of recommendation. He's actually crying a little bit. He's got some.
That was great fun, dude.
Yes.
I did not hear that story. People do
Oh,
not.
wow.
And you know what?
Because it made the rounds. Like a comic in Vancouver.
No,
called me
I
2 days
heard
later.
about a guy doing that. They never said it was. It was you.
Well, there's another guy who did it too in a beer tent in shorts.
No, that you can't hide. That is you.
Believe me, mine, I couldn't hide mine either. There was no way.
There's no coming
But
back.
trust me, ladies and gentlemen who are listening to this, if you book me now, I am a professional, and I
You
will
wear
never have
Depends?
this happen again.
You wear Depends? Is
I
that
wear
what-
Depends now.
So I guess you must be allergic to the Ryzen or the.
No,
There must have been some black current in that $1,000 bouquet that
just go
knocked you down.
The 100-year-old wine is you go Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow hooped me on this.
Is that the Caribbean? Is that
That's
the,
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's, I don't know
Oh.
what else. What do pirates? Oh no, pirates drink rum. See, I don't even know that.
I don't know, but getting hooped is hilarious. The word hoop.
Hooped is
Because
just
no one knows what it means. There's no doubt. When I say hooped, you have no idea what we're talking about, right?
Nobody's laughing though.
No, because it's funny. Hooped. You get hooped.
If I say
No,
take,
don't- yeah,
no,
okay.
I'm not going to. No,
Yeah.
another topic. Lead me
Yeah.
somewhere. Segue me to something else.
Well,
Cleaner.
no, as I said, so the ventriloquism would be awesome. I don't think that's how we got here. The ventriloquism would be awesome on the radio because that would be. I'm going to be a great ventriloquist,
a
but
great
only,
radio ventriloquist.
only on the radio.
But you know what? The world's most famous ventriloquist, I think, easily now is Jeff Dunham. And he's a terrible technician. I see his lips move all the time.
Is he a terrible technician? I thought he did well enough that he is now known as a ventriloquist.
He's
So-
financially doing it.
Yeah, but when I see him on the radio, funny. When I hear him on the radio, he's doing his ventriloquism beat, and I'm like, that is my kind of comedy because that is over the top silly. I have a guy
Yeah.
whose talent, he doesn't know what his talent is. He thought his talent was telling jokes. Because his talent was not moving his lips and making the dummy look like he was real. That was your talent. Secondarily, he was saying some funny things.
Did you never had a ventriloquist at Comedywood, though, I don't think, did you? In
Yeah,
all those
no,
years.
we
Those
booked
years
the
would be
black
working
guy.
there.
We booked the black guy and the dummy.
Willie Tyler and
Yeah,
Lester?
That's right.
Oh, wow.
And they did not show on that particular function. And then you get like a Ralphie May.
Hey, Ralph, I need you to come fill some
I
time.
need you to do me a fave because Ralphie's in the house. I love me some Ralphie May.
He's great. Oh, no, he's great.
I'm so happy that I met these gentlemen on my way up because now, like yourself, you give me the time. Now, how long have you been doing this crazy business?
I was thinking about this on the way. Do you know, August 24th of this year is my 25th year of doing this for a living.
That is just a
Quarter century, sir.
Benjamin, 25 years he's been doing this.
Quarter
for.
of a century I
And-
have been doing this cheap
Okay.
dodge and hustle.
Well, I don't know about that, but you did the birthday parties and you.
Started off, yeah.
Do you do balloon animals as well?
No.
Because that would be your
No,
sideline.
that's not my thing.
He does a
You see,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Really?
Oh yeah, and a Spider-Man on a string. It is crazy.
Make me a TARDIS.
Oh,
Make me a TARDIS.
toilet me, and then make me a TARDIS.
Change me.
That's funny.
I feel like everybody starts off doing kid shows, right?
Right.
You got to do the malls, the birthday parties, the libraries. Then you move up to colleges and universities, and then you go comedy clubs. At least this is my career
Right,
path,
right.
anyways. Comedy clubs, back to colleges again. Then your agent dies, and you slip and you fall back about 5 more rungs.
and you're doing birthday parties again.
And you're back to doing birthday parties. And then you end up doing corporate functions in theaters.
Corporate
That's-
functions and theaters can keep. The
It has kept us
paydays
in,
are ridiculous.
Yeah, the paydays are very good, and well, I like that. I mean, it's it's provided a comfortable lifestyle for.
Oh, yeah.
But I miss comedy clubs because I miss hanging out with I miss the social aspect of it, right? There's no longer an MC in middle and I'm headlining or whatever.
Right.
There's no one to hang out with. It's just a corporate function. I go in, I'm paid to wait, right? I got to go in, set up 3 hours early.
Right.
Then I wait around for them to eat dinner. Then I go on and I get off and I go back to the hotel room and then I fly home the next day. So it's way more boring.
Right.
You got to learn to drink by yourself.
Well, and yeah, that's a problem, drinking by yourself. That's how you know you have that problem. I think it's the drinking by yourself is the problem.
Self-awareness is the key. Make sure you're self-aware, sir.
Right. If you're going to be an alcoholic, know it. That's what he's saying. Because knowing it is the first step in solving such problem.
Yeah, if you can't admit it, you can't do the other 11 steps.
Okay, so as I keep saying over and over again, if I was a dentist, I'd probably mean this as much as well as if I was gay. When I say "How are you?" to comedians, I actually mean, how are you?
Oh, like, are you mentally doing well?
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm happy.
You seem to be in an awesome place, like, to the point where, are you sure you're still doing comedy? you know?
Well, comics would say I'm a magician.
No. See, that's what I want. See, a comic will say you're a magician.
Yeah, but magicians will say I'm a comic. That's the weird people who book me would say I'm an interactive comedian.
Okay, you need the magicians to sign off on this guy. Clearly, is not a magician. And that's a funny thing to put up there because the comedy is its own side. It's its own thing. It's its own.
Yeah, I know, but.
See, I've always, as I said, the talent is the magic. Telling jokes is a defense mechanism, and you write down.
I think that's true, and you're right about the reason why I think the reason why comics are constantly depressed is because they're usually the ones who in school were always by themselves. And
drinking alone.
Simon Rakoff. Was it Simon Rakoff?
Yeah, he said he was manic or.
Yeah, but he used the interview. No, it was Simon.
Rakoff.
But he made a good point. He goes, comedy is about perspective, and if you're one of the cool kids, you have no perspective. Right. And I thought that was like an astute observation because it's true. If you're one of the nerdy kids or whatever, that gives you perspective to learn to be funny. Right. Because you need that. You develop that defense mechanism.
Right. He's already Jewish and already been alienated by everyone already, so it helped. It helped his career. That's what he's saying. I'm an outsider always looking at Easter. I can make some jokes at that because everyone in school is going home for Easter. Like, but I'm showing up on Monday. You better open up that school.
You got 8 crazy nights.
Yeah, so Adam Sandler is clearly not going to tell me about my coming
8 days of gifts is pretty cool.
It isn't 8. Well, okay.
I understand they're small gifts, though.
Yeah, well, they don't have to be anything. Like, but you have money. I'm pretty sure that I don't have any money. I don't have any family that has any money. So,
no, me
so
neither.
all this Jews got all the money thing is I've missed that boat. There's a boat.
Well, I think it's just a false stereotype. Perpetuated perhaps in the 40s.
The richest people I know are Scottish at this point. That's how it is.
The richest people I know are in Hollywood.
Wow, Scottish or German? These are the people that I know that have the most money on the planet so far.
I know 2 billionaires, and I don't really know what their background is.
Okay.
But I know that they got a lot of money.
Right.
More money than you and I will ever see, sadly.
Oh, well,
unless something really breaks with this cast.
Yeah, you know what? And it could.
It could.
Your words to God's ears if he has ears. If she has ears.
I want for you to be wealthy and happy.
Well, you seem happy. I want to be happy. I'm happy. Wealthy, I am not.
I meant to ask you. Sorry to interrupt, but I'll forget otherwise.
Yeah.
Do you? Because you're not doing stand-up really much, right?
No, I never did stand-up. That's kind of part of this cast.
You're not performing comedy shows anymore.
Not in clubs.
Not in clubs. So my question was going to be, do you miss it?
Of course. No, of course. But this kind of helps with that as well as...
It's not the same, right? You don't get the immediate affirmation.
No.
I was thinking the other day if I had to stop performing for whatever reason and became, say, a writer or something,
right.
I would miss the immediate affirmation a lot.
No, but you get it because you're in a room with the 5 other writers and you're making them laugh.
But it's not quite the same.
It kind of...
Nothing quite as sexy as a standing O.
You know what I just have to make love standing up. So...
That's quick.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
See what your dad did there?
No, he won't.
No, he didn't.
But we're going to hear it later. That's the whole point of recording it. And then you'll go, what does that mean? And I'll say, when you're 18. But that's the whole point. I should be able to talk above your head. You're in the room. You're right there. And you're not getting it. Which is okay. Because in 8 years, I got it recorded.
So he's here to ask questions like the 5 questions from Bernard Pivot on
there you go.
Inside the Actors Studio?
Yeah, that's right. What's his name?
James Lipton.
Yeah, but you went with what? Oh, because that was his original questions.
Bernard Pivot's
original questions.
He does those 5 questions.
Right.
So
well, it became a way to talk to the kids on the microphone, and then it turned very quickly into an improv game. Where
with your kids.
With the kids, because now it's I'll tell you what you are, and then I'll ask you what's going on in your life. So,
that's
but
great.
it's an improv game now. So it's so you climb trees, you have hairy knuckles, and you had 15 brides. What up?
What are you?
No,
And
what
then-
up? And then you'll then put it. You can either put a voice to it because now I've said that you climb trees and you have hairy knuckles and you've had 15 brides. What does that person sound like? For me, he's
Sounds
got a
like
very
it
deep
sounds
voice.
like Uncle John.
Who's Uncle John sound like? Uncle John.
My Uncle John.
Oh, I don't know what you're- I
has
don't-
hairy knuckles and goes into the tree and sounds.
Oh, I don't know your Uncle John, but if you know your Uncle John, you would then channel your Uncle John in improv world, and then you would do like, well, I do like to climb the vegetation.
You sound like Derek
I
Edwards.
did a little there.
A little-
it did,
a
but
little
I didn't know
Derek
your Uncle
Edwards.
John sounded like, oh.
Is there a keepsake or something we could take?
Well, it looked like beer drinking money. So if we're gonna steal, we might as well steal big.
I'm not stealing.
No, I just did.
I'm making reference.
I'm doing homage. That's what I'm
Homage.
doing.
That's what Steven Spielberg has actually built a career on. Homage.
Right, taking other people's lives and putting it to screen.
Other people's work. But if you're listening, Steven, please hire
Book
me.
me. Okay,
Hire me
yeah.
for anything.
Yeah, I
I'll
can't
even do
wait.
it. I don't even mind doing a rap party. Come on, please.
I didn't know you could rap and sing.
I can beatbox.
Yes, you can. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
no.
we actually have a professional in part of the circuit. We have professional beatboxers that are inside that I would love to be a part of the Palmcast network. So
Really?
if that's something you do, I
What's
can
that
get
guy?
you up there.
Oh, who's the guy? The word burglar. Do you know that guy?
The
I
word
swear-
burglar?
The word burglar.
Is that from?
beatboxes.
No, I don't think I know the
I
word
saw him
burglar.
at some workout room, or maybe at like the comedy bar or something. But he's just like and he raps and he's hilarious. And
Oh,
he
I love
beatboxes.
hilarious.
Yeah, no, he's funny.
Is it on YouTube? I'll now search out the word
I don't know.
burglar.
Just Google
Word burglar.
Word burglar.
That's funny.
It
The only
sounds
burglar
dirty.
I've ever heard works for the clown.
He works for
The
the
Big M.
Oh yeah, the big clown.
Killer Latio.
I know a guy who was
Is she not an
professional
edit?
clown.
Because she knows what time it is.
It's
What?
5:36.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
He
You
knows.
could be a producer. You,
He
sir,
knows for
are a
sure.
second AD. If I've ever met a second AD in my
I
life.
think, is it time?
We're getting
for
close?
Is it time for my suggestion?
We can do your suggestion. He's right here. I'm happy to do anything.
So Adam and I were thinking. James Allen is in the room right now. As I said, the producer of the Cage Magic Show. He does close-up magic and stage magic. And I was going to suggest you do a magic trick for him, and we commentate as you do it, like it was a sporting event.
yeah, like we could do it like it's we're
Who are
watching.
those two famous? The guys who
I watch no sports, but I know
Me
how to
neither.
make fun
But
of the guys doing
There's
it.
the famous guys who talk like this,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
is that.
Well, you can do your side because mine would be the guy who's making fun of it. Well, you know the way he's grabbing those cards because card grabbing, that's good card grabbing.
Are we gonna We're gonna heckle them.
Well,
We're
not
gonna
hard
heckle
gra- I'm not heckling. I'm saying there you go. He's grabbing the cards. He's looking through the cards, handling them like money.
I think
like
it's
butter
finessing.
money.
He's finessing the cards.
He's a finesser.
yeah.
And when I look at someone grabbing cards, I know that now he's looking to engage. He's looking to
I
engage.
think he's misdirecting.
Yeah, yeah, you talk.
You can
sure,
talk. There's a
sure.
mic right there.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and I guess I'm doing a magic trick.
You are, but it doesn't need to be all.
Because why should I be on this podcast all myself?
No, the way we figure it is that
Together, what is your name, sir? Ben. Nice to meet you. How old are you? 10 years old. And these are your cards.
I think he's misdirecting.
yeah, he's misdirecting right now.
He's doing something sneaky.
Oh, look down.
These
What's with the pelican?
you can
don't
take
know.
out exactly 3 cards. Not more, not less.
Okay, so he's asked him to take out 3 cards, not more, not,
Not
less.
less.
So there's something to do with threes.
There's something to do with math, which
I think
just
it
angers me.
Is he a Mason?
He could be. I look at the ring. I think he could be.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Kiss the ring.
Now, we take your 1, 2,
He's
3,
counting
4.
cards.
Sorry.
It's a card counter. 4. What?
Take that one
Card
put it back.
counting. Well, no,
So
no.
he
A
said-
card appeared. An
Hold on, he
extra
said count
card
the 3
appeared.
cards, and now there's 5 cards. Something's already changed on me.
He's
here.
in league with the devil.
Anyway, we take your 1, 2, 3, 4.
How is this happening?
It's cold outside. It's snowing. They stick together. Humidity. Take that one.
Hold on. Every time you said count 3 cards, I keep looking back. There's 4 cards. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. and we pull
That
it
seems
away.
to be the
Okay.
case.
All right. Here we come. 1, 2, 3. No,
And the-
no.
Did you
I
see the
just saw that.
the
No.
giant glitter globe just walk by to distract me?
Oh, you know,
Take that one away.
the guy in the gorilla suit blew it on me.
Stop fooling around.
How's this working?
I don't
So
know.
we take the 1,
1,
2,
2,
3 cards. Is this your son?
Well, that's what my mom, his mom tells me.
Okay. So we have the 3 cards. It took him long enough.
Yes.
You take one of those cards.
Yeah.
Separate it from.
Oh my gosh! There's now 4 cards again, and there can't be because
Look at the smile on his face.
that's
He's buying into
crazy.
this. This
That's
is
some
good.
serious.
That's
I don't know
very
what
good.
you do where you're from. Either I burn him with fire or I clap. These are your choices.
Are we not supposed to tie him to a chair and dunk him in the water until he confesses?
He is a warlock.
He is.
3.
Wow.
3.
you understand?
He's getting math,
No, he's
science,
doing-
geography, political.
I'm not
theory.
even
One,
seeing.
two,
2, 3,
three.
4.
What?
Come on. All right. Again,
Who is this white kid from the Bronx? This Cinderella
is he
story.
from the
You're not gonna
Bronx?
count them.
No.
Oh, is he a Canadian?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I ask you for 3, you give me 1.
Man, you know the kids today. You ask for 3, you get 4.
Um,
Overachiever.
Yes, sir.
Ben can't do this.
Ben can't do
It's
this.
late at night.
It's too late at night.
if I have
It's 5:30.
2, 3, 4 of these.
Yes.
I get rid of 1.
Right?
Put it back. How
Okay.
many do I have
He
left?
just took.
My gut tells me 3, but I'm not sure because my math skills are not strong at this time of the
He
day.
says 4, you say 3. It's weird. I only have 1.
Well, that's the new math.
Yeah.
Oh my lord!
Here.
I don't know
That
what
is
you
very
guys
good.
do with your hands. I slap them together.
We will fix this. We will fix this. Ben, give me
Oh my
another.
lord, James.
Oh, we're gonna fix it.
How are we gonna fix that? He gave one more
This
back.
is his own encore.
He's called for it. We're sitting. We should stand during the next
You
one.
take those.
We should give him the standing O.
Examine them.
Right.
But you do that by yourself in the shower.
Okay, I did not see any of that, by the
No,
way.
me neither.
So
We
he now
just-
has 4 cards. There's 4.
No more, no less. 4 cards.
No, 3. Give me those.
Nice.
Take them away.
Nice. Take.
Put it back.
Okay.
How many cards left? 3 is right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What did he grab the whole deck of cards? When did that
I
happen?
don't know what happened.
When did he grab the deck of cards? Because he has a whole deck of cards in his hand now, and he's just fan folding them. And again, that would be 4 applause breaks.
Wow.
I don't even know. Who, yeah. But what we didn't
We
do.
need his rookie card.
But what we didn't
Sorry,
do
I'm
was
not
laugh.
doing any more magic for this kid. He's useless. He can't count to 3.
You're
By the way,
useless. What do you say? You say thank you to the most magnificent magician,
Hey, James Allen.
James
And
Allen.
a curtsy.
Oh, that was fantastic. See, now that was magic. Now, what he was trying to do was tell the story. Like I keep telling you, he told the story. What are you trying to do? You're a broken kid. You're the broken kid breaking his trick, but he was doing magic. That was great. So the comedy would land on you,
Yes.
breaking you.
You know what
falling
the
on
key
you.
is? I find with magic, the key is to go comedy, 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 magic, comedy, comedy, comedy. The beat has to be bunch of jokes, then something magic, then bunch of jokes, something magic.
That was like butter. I want to like.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yep.
Did you see any of that? Because I'm watching under lights. I thought I could see at the side, and I was like, oh, I'm actually going to see how this is done.
I saw it.
Okay.
Really?
Well, you know, no. If you are trying to be a magician's magician, what don't you do? Right. Okay.
But he's right.
What?
But he's right.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing no more.
The mighty James Allen busted out by a young Ben.
Okay. But he wants to be a magician, so that's not really all that fair.
You
is
want
it?
to? Do you want to be a professional full-time magician? I would argue you should not do that.
But what did you want to do for money? What did Grandpa tell you? What makes the most money?
Lawyers or dentists?
I think that's right. Lawyers or dentists.
Yeah.
Magic
Print
is
their
the-
own money.
You know what the problem with the arts in this country are just not supported. So we have no star system.
Right.
So it's impossible to make a lot of money in this.
Okay, it's impossible. He's saying it's
I'm not
impossible.
saying it's impossible. Sorry, because you get your odd Rita McNeil
Yeah.
or whomever.
She knows there's donuts somewhere, so she's up and running. So you
You're up and running
brought
for
you brought
donuts?
your lovely
But I
better
think this
half.
podcast this
Yeah,
is
we're
done in
getting-
like 15, right?
Yeah, we're done.
Can you wait 15 and I'll come?
Are you gonna go with the donut before us, or you're gonna
I'll
come
have a
back?
donut.
Okay.
I thought you wanted magic.
I want a magical
You're a
donut.
man of many
That's
wants.
what you want.
This child is a man of many desires.
And you will know the blessings that I have for threefold.
All right.
So now here we go. We're at the outro, the part where you're important. Make sure you eat that microphone. So, like I said,
Bernard
the improv.
Pivot questions.
Yeah, here we are. So,
Oh, adjusting your ascot.
oh, my ascot's got to be adjusted, sir. You're going to be taking over the microphone, but now this is the first question. You want to walk through it, or should I do your first question?
I got it.
Okay, so eat the microphone.
Okay, so you've carried 50 pounds of popcorn, and you quit.
Yes, I carried 50-pound bags of popcorn kernels at the Cineplex Odeon from outside, where the guys in the truck dropped it, inside to the movie theater. I did it once, and then I said, see you later. I quit that job, and then I did magic.
And once you crapped your pants on stage,
And once I crapped my pants on stage in front of a couple hundred, 300 people.
and you're a great magician. So what up?
So what up? I'll tell you what's up. Not this job. What? I thought he was asking me questions like, so what
I have
up?
questions.
I didn't know this was Def Comedy Magic Jam. What's going on?
His idea.
So what up? I'll show you. It's in my hat. No, did you ever watch You know Chris Rock, Nat X? You remember him? Nat X? He did Def Comedy Magic Jam. Did you ever see? He goes, I'll show you what's in my hat. Nothing, because the black man is oppressed. Nothing in my hat. It was one of the best sketches ever. Also, yeah, so what up? Well, my pants were not up. They were down, trying to clean those. The popcorn bags were down. Mostly, my career, most of it has been down.
What?
I've not had a lot of ups.
What?
Not had a lot of ups.
That can't be true.
No, I've had lots of ups. I've actually had probably the most fortunate career I could have.
Yeah,
had.
no, he's
I've
being
been very,
he's being
very
comedy
lucky.
now. It's very difficult. Comedians don't know how to accept any type of success whatsoever. That's how you know you're a comedian, not an actor. An actor thinks they deserve it, and a comedian's like, really?
Really?
Come on.
You want to give me this praise and money and adulation?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think I deserve. Last night, before I walked on stage, I go, I'm gonna suck. That's exact. I was like,
what?
That's exact. I sucked. The guy who opened for me, the MC's up. The guy who opened for me is there, and I actually said to him, I go, I'm gonna suck. This is gonna be the worst show. These people they're gonna hate me. And he's like, no, you're going to be fine. Like, you're 7 years into it. You know what you're talking about. And then
How'd you do?
Then I go, I killed.
Yeah. That's because that's how it goes. That's actually the problem and the dilemma.
The self-loathing is the fuel that starts
and that's why I want to
mine.
let you know, you're here after 25 years. You're not lying to yourself and others anymore. Recognize you've made a place.
I made a little
Okay,
place.
good.
Tiny
Enjoy
little
that.
place.
So now he has one more question for
sorry.
you, and then I'll move on.
3.
What? Then make them quick. Eat the microphone and go quick.
Okay. 1. What Cineplex did you go to work at?
I worked at the Cineplex Odeon at Vaudin and Kennedy in Brampton, which is now a party city. No longer there.
It's not there anymore. You can't see it anymore.
Can't see it anymore.
Go on. Next.
What's your most successful magic trick?
My most successful magic trick is a trick where somebody takes a card and the card vanishes. They sign it, it vanishes, goes to my pocket a couple times, and then it appears in my zipper. And then, seriously, I pull it out of my fly.
Oh no,
and
that's
then,
Fly-Dini.
That's
no.
Fly, and then the card vanishes
Homage.
again. No, this is different than Fly-Dini. Card vanishes again, and then I get a chicken, and a chicken lays an egg, and I crack open the egg, and their signed card is inside the egg. That is
Oh,
my
It's
wow.
a
favorite
real
trick.
chicken?
No, it's
No.
a rubber chicken. This is Canada. We don't have budget for. There's no budget for real chickens. What's going on here? Come on.
And where?
It's not even a real egg. It's a plastic egg. I can't afford. It's Canadian show business.
Where was the biggest stage you performed at?
I performed at the Saddle Dome in Calgary once. So I don't even know what the Saddle Dome holds, but 10,000.
What?
More than that?
It's big. It's huge.
Yeah, maybe 20,000 people.
Yeah.
It was for an Amway convention, believe it or not. So the
Well,
Saddle
the way you're
Dome.
talking to me, I have to somehow believe it.
Yeah, the
Amway.
Amway.
will take the
Saddle
gig.
Dome. Saddle Dome is probably the biggest crowd I've ever performed for.
Wow, I went there for the Stampede. That's the only reason I've ever been there.
Did you work at Stampede?
I didn't work it.
Oh, you
I
actually
watched.
went to, and you drank some mint juleps and.
No, were there mint juleps?
Oh no, that's the official drink of the Kentucky Derby.
Oh,
Sorry.
good, because I was wondering what the heck you were talking about. I was drinking.
I'm a fountain of useless information. I know that's
It was
the drink of the Kentucky Derby.
ostrich jerky.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, we're done. So, okay.
What's wrong with you? No, it's good. So is kangaroo.
Okay.
We're actually going to a place after this that sells kangaroo.
Oh, if you haven't had a kangaroo steak, you haven't lived.
No. Okay. What's your last question? Is it last?
No, that was it. That was everybody.
That's the last question.
Yeah, that was everybody. Now, I have 3 sons. No.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, he has another one.
No,
We can take
I have,
one more.
No, we're good. No, I have 3 sons, so all my sons have questions. And now he, instead of me asking the question, said I'll ask the questions instead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now I have my second son. He's not here. He's going to play the part of Samson, who's 8 years old. Samson, like Samson and Delilah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But he likes short hair.
Very good.
It's hilarious.
Not as strong as he could be.
Yeah, it's true. And now here we are.
All right.
Samson or Moxie Samson or Pseudo
These
Samson.
questions are,
Eat the microphone.
okay, what's your favorite thing to eat?
My favorite.
Okay. Then
no.
you tell him it's a PG show.
My favorite thing to eat is I like Italian food.
Are you Italian? Okay.
I love Italian food. So anything, lasagna. I'm like Garfield. I
Oh.
could eat a lot of lasagna.
He loves lasagna.
Pardon me?
Garfield's one of my favorite comedies.
Yeah.
Eat the microphone.
Eat the microphone.
Yeah.
You eat the microphone. I'll eat the lasagna.
Okay.
We'll meet in the middle.
And the next Sammy question?
What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do.
Again, PG show.
I like to watch. I'm a big movie fan. I watch lots of movies, foreign films, domestic. I like movies. I'm a film buff. So movies and books and golfing and movies and books.
I did not know that. I would have assumed you would have gone with some kind of. I like to go to conventions and buy things that teenagers buy.
No.
That's not your-
Like Fan Expo and stuff
Yeah,
like
well, I
that?
see you posing with
can't-
Star Wars people daily, if not weekly.
I mean, I love those things, but they're not my favorite things.
Oh, okay. So you'd rather be reading a book than being at the convention floor.
My last promotional piece, I
Yeah.
swear to God, my last promotional piece was a snow globe, and it was a picture of me in the snow globe with my arms around two stormtroopers, and it says, "We found the act we're looking for." And then
I'm saying. But you said no. You'd rather read the book. Go home and read the War of the Clones. Clone Wars?
Clone Wars.
Sorry, I'm not that guy. Okay.
Okay.
And now I have 3 children, and I don't want them to. I don't want to create the sense of anybody's situation. So I have my oldest, I have my second oldest, and I have my third oldest.
Third oldest.
Yes, there you go. Because I don't want to
Okay.
have a problem. So
All right,
everyone has
so
a big brother. So my
Ben,
third oldest-
Samson, and who's the third oldest?
This one is Canaan.
Like Canaan?
Like the land of Canaan.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they settled in Canaan, and that's where they put the Ark in the Well of the Souls?
There you are.
Okay, I know my Indiana Jones.
Yeah. And now you know my son.
It's K.
Oh, right. We live in Canada, so I made it a K.
Oh, well, you gotta
Instead
be
of a
different.
C.
Gotta be you.
Because it's not Canada.
No.
Anyway. Yeah.
I know.
Anyway.
Canada. I flashed on one of those heritage minutes.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Ginger is my favorite of all
All
of
right,
them.
I'm sorry.
No,
to
don't
interrupt you. I'm sorry
apologize.
to
But he's
interrupt.
Canadian. He can't stop.
His first question.
Eat the microphone, mister.
What's your favorite color?
Purple is my favorite color.
And why?
I like I like goth and industrial music, so black and purple are popular, and I'm also a fan of Grimace
Do you know Grimace? You know who Grimace is?
from Ronald McDonald's Crew, Hamburglar, and not to be confused with the word burglar.
Yeah, the word burglar, I got confused.
So
Yeah.
yes, I like purple. Purple is my favorite color.
And she's doing the ventriloquist.
what?
You know, that's
Boom.
him.
Yeah, over your head.
Peanut.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Meow.
Peanut. Meow. Peanut. She's doing Peanut in the corner.
What's your favorite number?
Avogadro's constant.
Was that a
6.02 times 10 to the 23rd.
Okay, he just said I'm a nerd and I can't help you.
Okay.
No, could you
Speak
true.
English.
That is true. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd is my favorite number. That's Avogadro's constant, right?
Yeah, there's the guy in the salmon colored shirt doesn't know.
He's the magician who's performing here tonight.
The magician?
That's the magician who's doing his one-man show here, which has been successful all over the country.
And you're gonna throw me a name, or I'm gonna have to try to guesstimate.
His name is Keith Brown.
Keith Brown. Oh, Keith Brown. Actually, that's the second Brown I've met in comedy. Is he any relation to
Tony
Ryan?
Brown.
And how our playoff music has been.
That's
turned
okay.
on.
We're good.
Is there one more question?
Yeah, there is. We,
no, there's-
yeah, we want to know what your favorite music is. Your favorite song?
yeah.
My favorite song is Sisters of Mercy. That's the band. The band is Sisters of Mercy, and my favorite song is probably My Lucretia.
I think I'm gonna listen to that on the way home. And then,
You'll
lastly
have
but
to
not
pull that
leastly, it's a
How
six,
old are you?
and it's a 6-year-old asking that question. So again, the question:
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yes.
I am 40 years old. 40 times around the sun.
You see how he looked at that with crazy eyes?
He's like, yeah.
That was good.
Whatevs.
Whatevs for the crazy eyes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, I'm thanking you for all my children all
thank
all
you
the
so much
success.
for having me on
And
this.
if
I
you
had a
have an
blast.
opportunity to come out at Sundays, is there a date that you're coming back here? Because you have walk-on privileges. You
I
might
have
be
walk-
here. You
I
might
could
not be
here.
here.
I tell you what, you email me and tell me you want to come, and I'll come into a spot.
Oh wow, that's
you guys.
great.
If I get enough interest, email to me. If you can tell me there's a crowd, I'll come for it.
Oh, that's very nice. So basically, he wants to put on corporate shows. You want to keep it corporate, put me on a plane, and take me out of town.
Yeah, I like those shows. Truthfully, I'm in and out.
Do you have,
back.
so do you have a car? Are you traveling by car anywhere? Are you always by plane?
No, I traveled by car. I traveled by car last night in a horrible snowstorm.
Oh, did
that's-
you have snow tires in that car?
It was a rental, so no, they didn't give me. I was actually a little upset about that because in Quebec you get snow tires.
Yeah.
Not here.
Yeah, no,
But I had a sperm whale size SUV, so it was like
You're
I had
heavy
no fear
enough.
of the snow.
You're heavy enough.
Yeah,
Remember, snow tires does not
I
increase.
just put Schuster in the back seat over the axle.
Steve? Oh no! As long as Steve's working, I have a place to go. That's
Steve's
all I
not
know.
working.
Oh.
No, he's in a home of some sort.
Oh, no, I did not know
I'll
that.
tell you after it's done.
Oh, okay, I don't need to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know
Not to
about
end
that.
on a low note. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't want to end on a low note, but
I
he was
did.
one of the 5 other comedian guitar acts in Canada, so something to talk about. We'll talk about that again. Well, thank you very much for your time again, and we'll see you live from my bedroom.
And Nat?